game, no? Edith yung kinukuha nila. But so far, heavy contention din yung glue dito for both sides. So yun yung malaking question mark sa XP kung ano yung ilalabas ni Kirk at ni Sanford.
At yun nga yung palitan na hinihingi natin, no? Parang ever-present si Glue dito sa seryeng ito. At kita kung bakit napaka-importante sa meta ng Glue. And I feel like if you are Onic Philippines, magandang makuha ito eh. Pangontra din sa mga dikit-dikit na lalabas doon sa loob ng shortcut ng chip. But in terms of back row play, medyo mapag-iiwanan ata. Hard decision para dito kay Coach Wynok. Ano ang kukunin mo para makasabay sa Luyi at pati na rin sa chip?
Feeling ko mag-aano sila dito, since na limit na nga, ayan, Hilda. Kasi mayroon sila nga pang zone. Gatot, ay hindi na. Pwede ba sila magkatot actually? Pwede sila magkatot para if ever unbreakable, pasalubong doon sa mga lalabas pagdating sa portal and even diversion play. Ngayon, pwedeng kuhanin yung glue.
Ayan na.
Kasi open yung glue, pinag-uusapan kasi natin, mahirap nga din naman kung boss 5 mo yung sa kabila. So kuhanin na lang.
Let's see if it's gonna be the Glue lock-in. Midnight, bukod sa Glue, ano pa ba yung mga hinihingi mo?
CC or Esme, daming shields
Esme.
sa side ng Onic. You can
Oo,
also
Esme.
argue na yung Vengeance CC dito ay napakadaya. Pero pwede rin naman tayong bigyan tayo ng classic. Sanford, no? Apex Predator, mga Lapu-Lapu, Benedetta, mga ganong klaseng hero para sa XP.
Pero mukhang hinihintay na lamang natin yung lock-in. And it's still going to be the Glue
Basic.
locked-in. And Oheb on the Granger. Ang palitan na naman natin sa Gold Lane ay Granger and Harith. Pero this time si Oheb ang gagamit ng Granger.
Palitan lang
Palitan na naman para sa magka-rival na ito.
Lord.
Last pick for Onic Philippines. Midnight, ano na kaya ito?
Florin, Angela, baliwan na. Last game naman.
And let's see.
Binatot.
Ay, God. Ay, ang tagal hindi nagpakita nito sa playoffs, men.
Comfort pick na nga ata ang ating nakikita. Halos lahat ng mga nakikita nyong hero sa kamay ng mga manlalarong ito ay mga hero na napagkatiwalaan na nila, mga hero na ang dami ng pinagdaanan. At grabe ang mastery ng mga manlalaro natin dito. Champions Arena, mag-ingay! This is game number 7. Team Liquid Philippines kontra Onic Philippines. Malalaman na natin ng sandali na lamang kung sino nga ba ang pinakaunang kupunan na magtatayo at mag-aangat ng Immortal Cup.
Ihanda nyo na ang inyong mga damdamin na dahil pwede nating expect na talaga magiging balagbaga ng unang mga segundo na ating laban because this is the final moment for these teams.
History in the making. Once again, we are in game number 7. Casters, pasok!
Ang huling akbang sa pagiging immortal ay magsisimula na. Dalawang kupunan, parehong may layunin. Isang gustong mapatunayan na sila ang tunay na nararapat sa trono. Isigaw ang inyong suporta, Cavalry! Let's go!
Napakatindi naman, pero syempre hindi magpapauli. What time is it?
Napakainit ng Champions Arena ngayon, pero mainit din ang suntukan sa Land of Dawn. You have Super Prince on the Selena and the Chef on the Luyi.
Grabe yung palitan ng heroes. And of course, Kelra and Oheb, nagpalit lang sila doon sa Granger and Harith dito.
Oo, matindi, no? Palitan kung palitan lang. At saka, nasabi na to ni Umi kanina, nilabas na lahat ng mga comfort heroes.
Oo.
So wala na, no regrets talaga.
Kaya nga
No
eh.
regrets.
Ito yung pag natalo ka, kapag nanalo ka, yung sasabihin lang ng coach sa'yo, nice try, binigay mo yung best mo.
Yeah.
Diba? Kahit kanina, nabanggit nga natin, more on straightforward na yung approach nila. Now or never na talaga. Balik tayo sa pinakahuling laban na magseselyo. Una mag-aangat ng Immortal Cup.
Oo, kumbaga, isa na lang. Isang game na lang. Maraming objectives na nakaharang sa kanila, pero ang pinaka-importante, hawak nila yung mga kamay nila.
Okay, una, Tempest of Blades para kay King Kong. Nakaiwas naman dito sila, JP.
Oo, matras na muna rin kagad. And nararamdaman na ng Team Liquid Philippines, may paunti-unting pressure na ibinibigay dito ang Onic. Pero maaga ang konting salubungan doon at babalik muna sa kanilang mga rotations ang mga junglers.
Yung ikot ni Sanford, yung XP, Pinadala nila sa mid para makapagpa-level 4 kagad yung glue para makapanggulo sa turtle. Pero ang ganda nung harang din ni Kirk doon sa taas. Hindi nakatawid basta-basta si JP.
At yun yung gusto mo talaga, na somehow i-limit, i-restrict dito yung kalikutan nila JP. And ngayon, diversion patungo sa taas.
Yun na nga, makakasalubong dito si Kirk. Dalawa ang pumasok, pero di na lang din.
Ano?
Kaya lang tumama yung minsan araw na may kasama trap para kay Super Friends. Mapapatay pa din si Kirk. Yes, sir. Pero si Carlito ang baba na buhay! At nilinisin na rin siya ni King ang doon. Dapat sa play ni Gamel. 3 miyembro. Actually, 4 na miyembro ang humahabol sa kanya. Pero tumama naman yung minsan araw.
Tuloy
Ohoy,
pa.
dito tamang barilang. Sanford is winning the damage spread. Grabe yung palitan ng aga pa.
Okay, yung pa natatama. Pero ngayon, balik muna tayo sa pagong.
Wala nang macro-macro to.
Wala na.
Suntukan, pindutan malala. TLPH and Onic, yung pagong, ginamit lang nilang bait. Sabi nila, oo, may objective yan, pero suntukan tayo.
Pero si Kelra, kabilang banda. Ito, sabi niya, ako, bahala na ako sa buhay ko, may disiplina, may diskarte din ako.
Mature si Kelra. Nakita natin yan nung M6 tower lock lang yung gusto niya. Base lang naman ang kalaban mo.
Oo, ngayon may salubungan na naman ng mga XP laners. Pero nagsisimula na nga ang Onic Philippines para sa unang pagong ng laban. JP and Sanford, mataan na rin. Ngayon si King Kong, mabilisan lang makukuha yung unang pagong at babalik muna sa rotation. Kasi itong si Kirk at si Sanford, maglulukuhan lang naman yan.
Eto, sabay banda baba, hindi naglolokohan to. Seryosong laban yan.
Malaking bagay yan. Force yung player dito ni Oheb. Keep in mind, may Ling sa game. So every single time na force yung battle spell dito, there's always that threat na iikot dito yung Onic Philippines sa bandang ibaba. So even yung Louie ni Sanji, kailangan nakareserva yung kanyang diversion play papunta sa may bottom lane. Pero ang kinaganda naman sa lineup nila is ang dami kasi nilang pang-respo. Meron pang chip na pwedeng gumamit dito na shortcut.
And for the whole grand finals, ngayon natin nakita na magkasama ang isang Louie and Chef into one composition.
Yeah, ang tindi nito. Tsaka kung mararamdaman natin, Brusco and si JP, dito na lumalabas yung mga world-class na roamers. Kung gaano kaganda magbigay ng space, kung gaano kalupit magbigay ng setup, at kung paano sila po protekta doon sa mga gold laners nila.
Grabe si King Kong, mainit ulo sa mga mid laner. Lagi na lang every time na nakapag-full clear na, lagi siya nakatingin sa mid. Kaya laki ng coverage na ako dito ni Super Friends. By the way, si Lina na yan Yung si Lina kaya humahok ng mid mag-isa, pero sabi ni King Kong, pre, tutulungan kita. Pamilya tayo dito.
Madoblehin pa natin yung hirap, di ba?
Oh.
And with that, kahit si Sanji aware siya, hindi rin naman na-force doon yung kanyang flicker. Pero balik tayo sa storya, tapatang Hayabusa at Ning, mamaya yung makikita rin. Mamaya yung makikita rin natin.
Oo, importante rito yung gamitan ng mga shadow, yung gamitan ng yung pag-force ng shadow tulad ng ginawa nila sa Team Falcons last time kay Kyle TZ.
At ngayon, tititingnan natin kung ano nga ba yung next target nila. Kasi in less than 1 minute, magre-respond yung pangalawang pagong. Pero for now, nagiging tahimik yung mapa. Pero ito yung nakakatakot pag tahimik May papuntang bagyo.
Ayan na may mga bagyong nagaganap din dito sa may top lane. 8 seconds para sa ikalawang objektiba, which is yung pagong. At
Oheb got the flicker out. The fight's still going to be able to break out. And Carl Teasy looking for the damage here.
Mr. 2K finds the Filipino Savage.
Oheb.
Down goes Brusco. Carl double kill for Kiel 1.
Oheb and Carl TZ coming up big time. The Monster Mage almost dashed the hopes of Liquid there, but Liquid held on. The man who they'll name awards after one day is hell-bent on adding immortality to his own.
Damn straight. There's already a world champion named after him.
Oh man, it's just in a matter of that exchange, you get a nice lead for TLPH. They can now build on this. Yes, they lost the turtles, the objectives at first, but that shows that their fighting prowess is playing around that utility, is playing around punishing Onic Philippines if they're not able to take care of who they need to. And right now, a lot of the times, that's Kelra. He's got to be able to stay alive and farm up on this Herald.
And slowly but surely, I think I see the mad genius behind Coach RC's draft, behind Liquid's plans here. They want to rope a dope, not just in team fights, but across the map.
It takes 10 damn hours to fly to Riyadh from the Philippines. If you can shorten travel time within the Land of Dawn in the best of 7 grand finals, you take that. They're already thinking about the flight. We want to rotate the map, we do it quicker.
They've been there too.
If only we had portals in real life, you know?
I wish.
And shortcuts that we could just drop down.
We'd still end up in the economy version, though.
Hey, I'll take that over just actually traveling. But going back to the game right now, it's still nothing too devastating for Onic Philippines. It's a 2,000 gold deficit. The Lord is coming up. They have somewhat control. I mean, at least they got the one turret down on the top side.
Blitz.
But it's TLPH just blitzing the Lord here. It's holding at half health.
Oh, their only opens if King Kong dashes in, looking for that angle. Well, TT with the retribution. Down goes Brusco. It's looking ugly for Onic. They know that that's the truth of the situation. They back off.
King Kong was blocked by JP. The overtime and the crash course by the chip stopped him from being in retribution range. Remember the fact hanging over Onic's heads. JP has never lost to Onic Philippines in the grand finals of MPLPH.
To add to that, Carl Teasy, Liquid as a whole is leading in Lord takes. Lord control through the roof. And now they're gonna steal away King Kong's purple.
They're taking everything here. Just in what I thought wasn't too bad of a situation for Onic Philippines based off everything that Lord and everything they're taking in the jungle. Onic Philippines is going to find themselves with their backs against the wall at this point, under the 10-minute mark already. And we've seen this earlier in the series. They're going to have to go ahead and buckle in and get ready to just buy time here. This Lord is making its way. They're going to have to deal with it. Yeah. King Kong took some of that damage. The shield's going to pop and clear out the Lord here, but they're going to lose some of the tier 2 turrets.
Carl actually forced the Tempest of Blades out. Oh, entry by Brusco!
Through an arrow, AOG clocked in. Down goes Brusco. A grab from Sanford. Goes off of cooldown in just a wee bit. Another holy defense pop.
Costly play by Team Liquid. This means that they have a chance of actually starting to break inhibitor turrets. The window is starting to close for the gods of the game as the cavalry is inching ever closer to climbing Olympus and reclaiming what was once theirs.
TLPH, 2 shields down of Onic Philippines' base, just eyes them out just outside of the walls. They've got not much else to take except maybe that shield up top, but they might just have to reset. Again, TLPH knowing they have to take the discipline route. As stampede as they can be, they still have to respect what Onic Philippines can do, but look at the disparity in the items here.
Okay, only up to a Thunderbelt Dreadnought armor for that Gatot Kacha. Not a lot of magic defense items for Onic, and that's a problem because the low Yi is one of the main damage sources that Team Liquid has. Same goes for the little bit of magic damage dealt by a chip. They have some Radiant armors to answer that, but King Kong, will he get his purple buff?
Got it.
Secured.
Threaded the needle. That was very difficult. The rest of Onic was just ready to collapse it if ever something went wrong.
That's 24 seconds gone for the retribution, though. Team Liquid should know the time, but I think it will be back. Yes, by the time the objectives are up. Lord, okay, Berserker's Fury, Haskell's Endless Battle for the Ling, 3 core items also for Carl TC's Hayabusa. King Kong spotted out, but not in trouble.
Hate to say it, there's 2,000 gold between Oheb and Kelrite.
It was that play in the early game, man.
Yeah.
It put Kelra behind.
It's a mid-game snowball.
Yeah.
Oheb is so damn rich.
He's got so much money right now. Lord is up. Carl Teasy will go ahead and start this up. Onic Philippines, they might have to pull something out of the bag here to make this work. An arrow's going to land, but you don't follow it up just yet. Now under half health. They still calculate this out here.
40 protecting starboard. They jump in on it. Kirk bites it. Lord at about half health. An arrow misses its mark. Sanford clearing the fence brush, clearing the Y brush, and Onic call it quits. They don't want none of this.
Yeah, nothing they can do about that. Even with Kirk down, TLPH, a massive lead ahead. They'll get prepped and ready to march towards the base and possibly end it here against Onic Philippines.
The Granger low Yi burst, way too much. The wave clear for Onic, difficult to pull off. 7,000 in the gold. King Kong steals a buff away from Carl TZ. No purple for the Hayabusa, but they have the Lords, they have the minions, and they have the lead. Will they have immortality at the end of this siege?
It's a big push for them. Full force for Onic Philippines. The arrow is going to be thrown out. There's a conceal, though, coming in for the base here.
JP setting it up. Look at the angle
Brusco.
by Brusco, charging up that taunt right in the middle. Smack down
Oh!
Liquid. Down goes Oheb. King Kong finds him. Tempest ablaze up into the skies. The diversion. The exit. Down goes Sanji. Liquid forced to back off. That was not how they saw it coming. King Kong gets shadow kill on him. Instead of on Prince, he flickers out another AOG. They want to take out Brusco. Not enough firepower between the remaining members of Liquid.
They stay calm, they stay collected, and Onic Philippines will stay in the game.
Brusco had an MVP performance earlier, and he just pulled off an MVP save. He got Oheb in the taunt. We talked about the unbreakable. Perfect target by the Bruiser and a perfect follow-up by King Kong. Liquid, though, are still definitely in the lead and in the game, but Onic are beginning to see the light of hope beyond the clouds.
Half a second of that trunch. Half a second of the diversion could have saved Sanji, could have saved Liquid from much more pain, but this does shrink their gold lead and cutting it in half.
Holy Crystal built already for Kelra. Roam boots blessings all around for both Onic and Liquid so that their lowest gold earner can catch up in the EXP and the gold. Right now, it's both roamers for both sides.
Onic Philippines bought themselves the time that they needed, but the question is, was it enough? Or do they still need more? The fight for the purple buff for now. And TLPH on this side of the jungle, they know they still have a lead. They gotta calculate this though too. Carl Teasy will go ahead and get in there. King Kong wants the purple buff to set things up for the next objective, but he'll get it. King Kong's fine.
No dice. It's 40 versus the world. I think if Sanford just stepped in maybe an inch forth, maybe 2 or 3 units, that would have been a little more awkward. He could have caught the arrow instead, but I think Liquid just want to play the safe, play it clean.
We're at this point where Onic is within reach and Liquid now has to be so darn careful with everything they have to do now. Kirk can only do so much, but the little bit of control in the burst coming in from the Hilda might become a difference maker. Again, especially if they could get either the Low Yi or the Granger, get one or the other down, and Onic increases their chances of lifting up the Immortal Cup. Liquid, they have to play the best dance, best game they've played in a while if they want to end this before the 20-minute mark.
This is so tough. Again, a lot of this relying on Kirk. Kirk can't get caught out here and taken down or dragged out. Brusco popping the conceal again. Little unbreakable charge, but it's just Stanford that they spot out. They'll go for a reset for now. Not the ideal angle for either team just yet.
Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. I think Liquid heard the conceal play and just dispersed and looked for another entry.
You have 2 ways to potentially end it if you're Liquid. Lord brute force or do it again. A portal. Can they?
I'm not sure if they can here. Again, look at this. Look at the placements for JP. Under half health.
And there you go, the retribution by Mr. 2K. Tempest Ablaze knocks up Sanford. Kelra takes him down. It's a man out for the cavalry. JP catches an arrow, but still, the surgical approach. Liquid gets a diversion in. The off angle. Onic, they anticipated this AOG just to make sure Brusco can close the gap.
They knew they couldn't risk it. JP will have his shortcut available to bring Sanford back faster into the game. Minion waves crashing in. Enhanced they are. 16 minutes in, Liquid. This looks good for them to end. But can they avoid another Onic clapback?
Carl Teasy almost forced to respond there. The Lord is inside the base.
Oh! He counters the choke, almost gone!
Carl Teasy finds him, shadow kill, Kirk follows up, and that's just 3 members left for the Super Fam. King Kong doing his darndest to clear the waves. The Lord gets taken down. Cavalry, Super Fam, we're about to witness a new age in MLBB. Brusco goes down, Tempest Ablaze in disguise, but it's too late. The Cavalry reclaim the throne, stampeding through. Stallions, now immortals.
Team Liquid Philippines will get the job done in Game 7.
Changed the name, but the spark always remained. Their aura never waned. Their legacy will now echo as Team Liquid are immortals!
Your MPL Philippines Season 15 champions!
crawled through the lower bracket. They suffered a sweeping reverse sweep loss. They lost 0-3, yet here they are.
The gods of the game go by many names, but the greatest of all time simply goes by Carl Tizzy.
Again, sportsmanship all around. We just witnessed one of the best grand finals and playoffs overall that we've seen here in the MPL Philippines. Just absolute peak MLBB. Hats off to our players here.
GG, well played to the Super Fam. The Sonic Republic Worldwide mourns this loss. Again, Onic's very first tournament loss in quite a while. They've won all around the world, but here, in the land of champions, in the Champions Arena, anything less than your best just doesn't cut it.
They are still flying out and will contest for MSC.
Again, thank you so much for joining us on the English desk. It's me, Naisu, Leo, and Renmar. We're checking out for today. We're going to throw it over to the hosts and the stage for our winners.
Oh, you better believe it. Cavalry, did you like what you see? Gentlemen, you have done it. And as of this moment, I am sure Jamie, they went from the lower bracket to reach this point, and now they have claimed victory.
Wow, Hans, our victors indeed. Cavalry, can we hear it from you guys?
Gentlemen, I believe for the first time in MPL history, someone will now be racing the Immortal Cup. Carl Tizzy and the rest of Team Liquid Philippines, you may now approach the trophy that is rightfully yours.
Team Liquid Philippines, please step forward to claim what is rightfully yours. Get ready to lift the Immortal Cup in 3, 2, 1!
Your champions, Team Liquid Philippines!
Proudly carry the pride of ascending from legends to immortals.
They have cemented themselves. Legacy 1.